Hi, we're talking guard retention, and I'm following up Drew's from Because Jitsu's clip. He was talking about how the opponent always tries to go to the green zone outside my legs and avoid the red zone in between my legs. And then he used the mobility as the second layer of guard retention. And after that, how I use my hip after my opponent is past my legs. So before my opponent passes my legs, I have another layer of defense, which is actually not just a layer but a whole system. You have layers of defense for your guard retention. You have lines of defense. You have your feet, you have your knees, and then you have your hips. And you always try to think of two things when you're walking these lines of defense. The first one is avoid grips. Always grip fight. So if we're here and he stands up and he tries to pass my legs and he tries to get a grip, I'm always preventing grips. If he tries to get my head, whatever, I'm always avoiding grips, because if he got in the red zone and established some sort of grip, I'm fucked, because now he can manipulate me and try and pass my guard. This is something I want to avoid. So one drill I like to do when I teach that, the first thing I do is I tell people, start moving, just moving, he moves, so it's just mobility. Then after I manage to keep my guard and retain it, I'm adding more grips. I tell him, okay, now you can touch my knees and move. I always want to try and avoid him touching my knees and move. So if he tries to catch my knees, I'm moving, and I'm always trying to retain, and I'm adding. Add my feet, add my head. At the end, the drill looks like this. He tries to go and pass my guard and try to catch my feet, knees, or head, and I always try to avoid grips and keep my guard. So it's much harder to pass your guard like that when you're always fighting to prevent that. The second concept of lines of defense is if he passes and gets through one of my lines, I want to be able to use the current line to establish the prior line, which means if we're here and he somehow passed my feet and got to a position where he knee slides or whatever, and we're here, and now my knees are defending, I want to use my knee and my arms to try and get the prior, which is the feet, and now we're back again. If he goes past me and even goes past my knees, now I'm going to use my hip escape to get my knee. I got my knee out, I'm trying to get my feet, and then we're back again in sitting guard, and it's the same thing. I'm avoiding grips, use my mobility, and try to retain my guard. Go watch Drew's video. It will get you a full guard retention system.